Apple announced the new iPhone SE on March the 8th, 2022, marketing the third generation of the device. Hello everyone, my name is Ryan and I hope you guys are all doing well. And in today's video, we are going to be looking at how this year's iPhone SE succeeds the iPhone SE from 2020 and whether it is actually worth the upgrade. And before we get into this video, be sure to subscribe to the channel and follow me on Instagram where I upload a bunch of cool content on there. As you can tell, this year's design looks pretty much the same as the 2020 iPhone SE. But now there's a glass back, the same single rear camera in the top left, and it retains the Touch ID home button, differentiating it from the iPhone 13 mini. Both devices are IP67 water and dust resistant, and neither offer MagSafe technology found on the iPhone 13 models. As you can see, I opted for the Starlight color right here, which is basically similar to white, but it has a distinctively warmer shade that is almost pearl or cream coloured. The silver edges contain a hint of gold to match the warmer look of the iPhone. Both the current and previous model come with a 4.7 inch LCD display with a 1334 by 750 pixel resolution, offering a pixel density of 326 ppi, while featuring Apple's True Tone technology, a P3 wide color display, and haptic touch. Note that it remains an LCD panel rather than a switch to OLED, marking a distinction between the SE line and the iPhone 13 mini. There's also a standard 60Hz refresh rate. I would say the display is decent, showing accurate colors, good brightness, and a good viewing experience overall, but of course it doesn't give you that immersive experience when watching movies as you would get in the iPhone 13 Pro Max. When it comes to the hardware and specs, now this is where the most changes have been made. The third generation iPhone SE comes with the A15 Bionic chip, which is the same chipset you'll find under the hood of the iPhone 13 models, and it is a speedy little device. This also means it is capable of offering 5G connectivity like its more expensive siblings. However, it must be noted that 5G is still not widely available. The second generation iPhone SE runs on the A13 Bionic chip and it's 4G capable. In terms of performance, those upgrading from the second generation model should see a decent step up, and that would be the case from an older Touch ID iPhone 2. I just wish the storage option didn't start at 64GB. But you do have an option of 128GB and 256GB to choose from. The third generation iPhone SE is said to have an improved battery life to 2018 mAh from the 1821 mAh of the previous model. I personally think this is not much of a boost considering it is running a very powerful processor. And from my personal experience, I have had this phone for about 2 weeks now, and in my experience I got between 10 hours with moderate usage. Both the 2020 and 2022 iPhone SE support wireless charging, but not MagSafe charging. The third generation iPhone SE features a single lens camera system on the rear consisting of a 12 megapixel wide sensor with a f1.8 aperture and optical image stabilization. On the front there's the same 7 megapixel sensor, matching that of the previous iPhone SE. There are a few new camera features with the 2022 iPhone SE, introducing deep fusion on the SE line and photographic styles, whilst also offering portrait mode and portrait lighting. But then again, it does miss out on Apple's cinematic mode compared to the iPhone 13 range, although it doesn't offer night mode, which I find very odd. Night mode is available in time-lapse mode and it works really well. While the design of the 2020 iPhone SE remains unchanged compared to the 2020 iPhone SE, quite a bit has changed internally. The 2022 model continues to offer a single rear camera, but it brings in some features in line with the iPhone 13 models like photographic styles and deep fusion. Let's not forget that the 2022 iPhone SE runs on the latest A15 Bionic chip, matching the power of the iPhone 13 mini and offering 5G capabilities for a cheaper price point. While battery life has also seen some slight improvements, but I think it's not the best. In my opinion, the only thing that stands out from this phone is that you know it will be future-proof due to its highly powerful A15 Bionic chip. It will truly allow you to flawlessly handle highly demanding tasks such as gameplay and video editing. The 5G connectivity is definitely a good addition to have, although it's not widely available right now, but I'm sure it will be in the near future. I just wish that the storage size didn't start at 64GB, because as any regular person would do, they are more likely to go for a higher storage size in order to accommodate the large file sizes of photos and 4K video recordings. But note that the price for the 256GB model comes at £569. At that kind of price, you're better off looking at the iPhone 13 mini model. Although there are some solid improvements in terms of camera features and hardware, With these improvements, I still think this phone will only be ideal for those who are new to Apple or want to get accustomed to the iOS interface, or are just getting their first iPhone without spending a lot on the flagship lines. But if you're someone with a phone that is older than the 2020 iPhone SE, I would suggest you consider the iPhone 13 mini line. I hope you found this video helpful. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and follow me on Instagram for more cool content. Now I'm going to get working on my next video. I'll speak to you guys soon. Take care.